He came from nothing, absolutely nothing. No silver spoon, no helping hand reaching down, just the cold, hard reality of a life dealt from the bottom of the deck. He looked around. He saw emptiness. He felt a void. The world didn't owe him a damn thing. It made that clear every single day. He was on his own, utterly and completely. That was his starting line. A deep, dark pit. This pit wasn't just a lack of money, it was a lack of hope in the air he breathed. People around him were ghosts, walking dead. They had given up, accepted their miserable lot. Their eyes were dull, lifeless. They shuffled through their days, waiting for nothing. He saw this. He felt this. The stench of defeat was thick. It threatened to suffocate anyone who dared to dream. He was surrounded by it, drowning in it. Inside him, a different story was trying to start. A hollow ache, yes. A deep, gnawing pain from being overlooked, from being invisible. But beneath that, something else stirred, a tiny ember, a spark of defiance against the darkness. He was a nobody, counted out before he even began. The world had already written him off. He knew it. He felt it in their stares. Or rather, their lack of stares. Then came the realization. Cold, hard, brutal. No one was coming, no cavalry, no magic pill, no government program was going to lift him out. If he wanted out of that pit, he had to dig, with his own damn hands. He was solely responsible for his own rescue. That truth hit him like a punch to the gut, but it also set him free. He was alone, and that meant he answered to no one but himself. This hunger, it wasn't for food. It was a primal scream from his soul, a desperate, clawing need for something more. Something beyond the gray walls of his existence. He was starved for a different life, a life where he wasn't a victim, a life where he mattered. This hunger became a fire in his belly. It burned away the apathy, it burned away the fear. It consumed him. Willpower. That's what rose from the ashes of his old self. It wasn't gifted to him, he forged it. In the quiet desperation of his empty room, he made a decision, a conscious choice. He would fight. He would claw his way out. He would not be defined by where he started. He would define himself. This was his declaration of war, against his circumstances, against his own weakness. Once that switch flipped, there was no turning back. Relentless. That became his new name. Every day was a battlefield. The enemy, the part of him that wanted to quit, the part that whispered, "It's too hard." He choked out that voice. He pushed, he strained, he bled, he refused to stay down. He got up again and again and again. His resolve hardened with every blow. His fuel wasn't positive affirmations. It was the darkness, the negativity, the doubt from others, the pain of his past. He took all that poison and turned it into rocket fuel. Every insult, every setback, he stored it. He used it to push harder, to run faster, to demand more from himself. He was learning to thrive in the very environment that was designed to crush him. He was weaponizing his own suffering. He tried, and he failed, spectacularly, not once, not twice, countless times. These weren't gentle learning curves, these were faceplants into the concrete, humiliating, public, gut-wrenching failures. Each one a fresh layer of dirt on his already buried dreams. The world pointed, the world laughed, the world said, "See, we told you so." But they didn't understand what was happening inside him. He's lost his mind, he's chasing a ghost. He should just accept his fate. The whispers followed him. The doubts of others were a constant barrage. They came from friends, from family, from strangers. They wanted him to stay in the box they had built for him. His efforts made them uncomfortable. His refusal to quit was an indictment of their own surrender. So they tried to pull him back down. The weight of those failures was immense, soul-crushing. Each one was an open invitation to surrender, to crawl back to the familiar misery of the pit. It would have been easy, so damn easy, just to stop, to let the current take him, to become another ghost. The temptation was always there, lurking, waiting for a moment of weakness. It whispered sweet relief. But he didn't listen. He didn't break. He got up. Every single damn time. More scarred maybe, more bruised, but also more resolved. Their doubt became his anthem, their laughter, the rhythm he trained to. He learned to expect failure, to welcome it almost, because each failure was a lesson, each failure was a stepping stone. He was building a monument out of his mistakes. He was different. He stopped running from pain. He turned and faced it. He ran towards it. He realized something crucial. Pain was not his enemy. Pain was his greatest teacher. A brutal, honest, relentless son of a bitch of a teacher. It showed him his weaknesses. It exposed his limits. And then it dared him to push past them. He started to listen to what pain had to say. Discipline, that became his religion, his guiding star. Not a half-hearted attempt. Not a sometimes thing. It was an unbreakable vow. Early mornings when the world slept, late nights when his body screamed for rest, doing the hard shit, the uncomfortable shit, the shit that no one else was willing to do, over and over again, until it became a part of him, his new normal. He learned to embrace the suck, the sheer, unadulterated misery of pushing beyond what he thought possible, the burning lungs, the screaming muscles, the mental fatigue. He didn't just tolerate it, he sought it out. He knew that real growth, lasting change, lived in that dark, ugly, painful place, so he made it his home. He became comfortable being uncomfortable. He started to thrive there. This wasn't about chasing happiness, forget that. This was about forging resilience, about building an unbreakable mind. He was layering calluses on his soul, every painful rep, every lonely mile, every moment of choosing the hard path over the easy one. He was becoming steel, tempered in the fires of his own voluntary suffering. He was building a weapon, himself. Section 5, the silent grind, disciplined action versus complacency. While others were talking, he was working. While they were dreaming, he was doing. While they made excuses, he made progress, silently. No need for an audience, no craving for validation, just the quiet, steady rhythm of effort. Head down, focused, one step at a time, one task at a time. The work was the only thing that mattered. The rest was just noise. He saw their complacency, their comfortable routines, their addiction to ease. They were soft. They chased fleeting pleasures, instant gratification. They avoided discomfort at all costs, and they were slowly dying inside. He saw it in their eyes, that same deadness he once felt. He made a conscious choice. He chose the hard path, the path of resistance, the path of growth. His actions were his only statement, disciplined, consistent, unwavering, day in, day out, the monotonous, unglamorous routine that builds champions. He found a strange peace in that grind, in the repetition, in the knowledge that he was doing what others wouldn't. He wasn't looking for shortcuts. He knew there weren't any. Only the work, only the effort. He wasn't trying to impress anyone. He had nothing to prove to them. The only person he was in competition with was the man he was yesterday. He was building himself. From the ground up, brick by painful solitary brick. In the darkness, in the quiet, where no one was watching. That's where true character is forged. That's where the real battles are won. Section 6. The price of ascent. Sacrifices on the path to strength. Sacrifice. That was the currency of his ambition. He gave up comfort. He gave up fun, as others defined it. He gave up mindless entertainment. He gave up relationships that were anchors, pulling him down into mediocrity. The price was steep. It cost him, but he paid it willingly, because he knew what he was buying. A chance to become something more. The journey was a lonely road, brutal, unforgiving, filled with moments where every fiber of his being screamed to quit, to just stop the pain, the isolation. But then he would remember the alternative, the pit, the emptiness, the suffocating despair of that old life. That memory was a whip, driving him forward, pushing him through the darkest nights. He kept moving. The unseen, hard work. That was the foundation. The hours before the sun even thought about rising. The extra sets when his muscles were already on fire. The pages read when his eyes burned with fatigue. The constant, relentless internal battle against his own desire for ease. Nobody saw this. Nobody clapped for this. This was the silent, invisible war he waged every single day. This hardship, it wasn't a curse, it was a crucible, a refining fire. It burned away the weakness, the self-pity, the excuses. It revealed the pure, unyielding core of his being. He was being forged, stripped down to his essence. And what was emerging was something harder, something stronger, something that could not be easily broken. He was becoming who he was meant to be. Section 7. The unveiling, transformation, and earned success. Slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, things began to shift. Small victories started to accumulate, a flicker of light in the oppressive darkness. The world, which had once dismissed him, began to take notice. Not with pity anymore, but with a grudging, then growing respect. They saw the change. They couldn't deny the results of his relentless effort. The transformation was undeniable. He was no longer the broken, overlooked man from the pit. He stood taller. His eyes held a different fire, a quiet intensity, a calm strength. He was hardened by the journey, resilient beyond measure, powerful in a way that had nothing to do with brute force, but everything to do with an indomitable spirit. He had rebuilt himself. Success, when it finally arrived, wasn't a gentle guest. It was a hard-won conquest, earned through rivers of sweat, oceans of pain, and an unwavering commitment to his own evolution. It tasted different this way, not like a gift, but like something he had seized with his own two hands. It was real. It was his. And no one could ever take that away from him. He wasn't just admired for what he had achieved, he became a symbol, a living testament to what is possible when a human being refuses to surrender to their circumstances, when they decide to dig deep, to push through hell, to become more than they ever thought they could be. His journey was a roadmap for others brave enough to follow. He showed them the way. Section 8. The Solitary Forge. Building greatness in the fire. Greatness isn't found in the comfort of the crowd. It's not born from applause or external validation. It's built in the harsh, unforgiving solitude of self-confrontation. In those quiet, brutal moments when it's just you and your deepest fears, you and your ugliest weaknesses, you and the unvarnished truth of who you are. That's where the real work happens, walking through fire. That's not a metaphor. That's the damn price of admission to a life of meaning. You have to be willing to burn, to face the searing heat of your own limitations, to endure the agony that makes others turn back. You have to embrace the flames, because it's in that fire that impurities are burned away. It's in that fire that true strength is forged. Building strength in solitude means finding your own damn answers, your own reasons, your own relentless drive. You can't rely on others to motivate you. You can't wait for someone else to tell you you're good enough. Your validation must come from within, from the unwavering knowledge that you are pushing yourself to your absolute limit. And then some. Every single day. This solitary journey forges an unbreakable spirit. When you face the darkness alone and overcome it. When you learn to quiet the demons in your own head, you discover a power you never knew you possessed. You learn who you truly are when everything is stripped away. You find a resilience that can withstand any storm. You become the master of your own inner world. Section 9. Master your own damn fate. No saviors, only self-mastery. Listen up, don't wait for a savior because no one is coming. That's the stone-cold truth of this world. No knight in shining armor, no lottery win, no magic fucking dust. Your life, your struggles, your triumphs, they are your responsibility, 100%. Own it, every single bit of it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. It all starts with you. You must decide, right now, today. Decide to rise from whatever ashes you find yourself in. Decide to fight for the life you want. Decide to build something that matters. The power to change your entire existence is already within you. It's been there all along, waiting for you to wake up and claim it. Stop waiting. Start doing. The choice is yours. Master yourself first. That's the ultimate battle. Conquer your mind, your undisciplined thoughts, your runaway emotions, your lazy actions. This is where the war is won or lost. Before you can conquer any mountain, you must conquer the quitter in your own head. Master your inner bitch. Make it bow to your will. This is the foundation of all strength. Your future isn't some predetermined path written in the stars. It's a sculpture, and you are the goddamn artist. Carve it with your own hands, through relentless persistence, through unwavering discipline, through the raw courage to face the darkness, both outside and within, and build your own damn light. Stop wishing, start working, get after it, now.